Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, David here, and welcome back to another brand new week, which means a brand new meta for ReFantazio video, of course, because we're all playing the game, which is why I had no video coming out over the weekend. But please check out my video from last Friday, sponsored by Atlus West, by the way, which is really awesome. All of that is possible because of you guys' support. The channel has been doing very well lately, and I can feel the excitement for Meta for ReFantazio, which is obviously what we're going to talk about. I want to talk about everything that happened over the weekend, every achievement that Atlus was able to knock out of the park with this huge release that is Meta for ReFantazio. Let's get right into it. Just a few hours after the game launched, at midnight on Thursday last week, Atlus announced on their Japanese account, their Twitter account, that Meta for ReFantazio sold over 1 million copies. Now, for a new IP, for a Japanese role-playing game, that is extremely impressive. Now, I knew it was going to do well because a few days after, reviews came out, it started topping the charts on Amazon, on PlayStation Store, Steam. It ranked really high and all of that. So I had a really good idea that the game was going to do well. But 1 million copies sold in just a few hours is a broken record. Again, out of the park for this one. Atlus, they don't sell 1 million copies for any of their games, both SMT and Persona included, in a matter of hours. Persona 3 Reload sold over 1 million copies in 3 or 4 days early this year, and they said that was a record. So in just 3 or 4 hours, you sell 1 million with Metaphor, a new IP? That is crazy big success for Atlus, and it really changes what's going to happen next for Atlus, and I want to cover that in another video, so if you're into that, make sure you check that out. But I think what we should expect from Atlus in the upcoming months / years is going to change because of this success, Obviously, early last week, we got the confirmation of reviews and the fact that the game was good. Now, I'm saying confirmation because I played the game early, I had the chance to preview it, and I knew it was going to be something special. Turns out it's more special than we thought it was going to be. I got the game like 4 or 5 days early, so I wasn't much deeper than the demo myself, but reviewers were able to completely beat it. Spent over 100 hours beating the game. Its peak, which is pretty much general consensus, it scored a massive 94 on Metacritic, which makes it the highest ranking game next to Astro Bot currently, at least on Metacritic. I'm not really looking at OpenCritic, but when it comes to Metacritic, it is tied with Astro, which is a huge deal. So Metaphor is both selling faster than good recent Persona games. It's ranking better as well. It's crazy. Now, I am very looking forward to an updated sales numbers. I think the game is going to keep selling with word of mouth. The fact that it's going to enter competition for Game of the Year, I think, is a given. So that is also going to change stuff. And over the weekend, I keep saying it, and just to be clear, I'm not a PC gamer myself, but I keep saying it, you guys. PC gamers, they like Atlus games. It's a fact. A lot of you guys watching my videos talk to me about PC all the time. And it's cool. I like to hear about that because I'm well aware that the future of gaming is in PC gaming. I'm not there yet, but I will be at some point. And you guys are crazy. Over 70... I received screenshots and everything, but over 75,000 concurrent players on Steam alone. That's crazy for a JRPG. That's crazy. Absolutely amazing to see. And again, games like Reload and SMT5 Vengeance had very good scores, but 75,000 concurrent players is another record. It's the Atlus's biggest launch on PC for sure, by far. It's doing well all around. No matter how you look at it, whether you look at it critically, whether you look at it in a sales perspective, it is a huge deal. I've been playing the game myself and I've been really enjoying it as well. I can see why the game is selling so well. I myself bought a collector's edition. You can see it on my shelf at the moment. I'm really excited to own it. I think it's really cool. I unboxed it in a little shorts video. If you want to check that out, feel free to do so. But it's been very fun so far. I played the demo on Xbox Series X during my preview event. I played it on Series S and I played it on PlayStation 5. My main playthrough is on PlayStation 5. So right now, and considering the fact that my review code that I got a little early wasn't a PlayStation code, it was an Xbox code, meaning that I had to restart my playthrough a few times, right? So on PS5 right now, I just got done with the first real dungeon, the one after you get introduced to Alkenberg, the real first dungeon. So this is where I'm at, you know? And it's been so fun so far. A lot of you guys have been messaging me, talking to me about stuff, you know, and I have a lot more content coming on the channel for sure about Metaphor. I'm not done talking about the game at all. But when it comes to what's going to change for what's next with Atlus, with this success, I think what's going to change is I fully expect them to do more with Metaphor at this point. I'm not saying that we're going to see some sort of sequel anytime soon, but I am now confident that we're going to see some sort of additional content, some sort of DLC, some sort of expansion. I know some of y'all won't like to hear this, but maybe in a year and a half, they announce some sort of royal version, which is going to come out in 2 or 3 years. I think at this point, there's no way in hell that they're not going to milk it a little more. There's so much there that people like to see, and it's way too early to speculate about that, by the way, so I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's random speculation here, but seeing how it's doing, they're going to want to take advantage of that. They're going to want to get more money out of us for this success. What I would like to see is for them to do some sort of expansion that is priced fairly and that is consistent with what they used to do with other releases. So don't do random DLC crap other than cosmetic and stuff that you can easily avoid. If you do an actual expansion, something good and solid, make it purchasable DLC. Because if you do the royal treatment again, where you have to replay the whole game and you have to re-spend another $60 on the game, people are going to be mad. People are going to be mad because I see this all the time in my comment section. Like, I'm done with Atlus. I'm not going to buy their games day one because they always re-release a complete enhanced version later on. Persona 5, it happened. SMT 5, it happened. So people are looking at this and they're like, holy crap. And they're even doing stuff like with Reload. You finally have what could have been a definitive edition, but no, you had to do DLC again with the answer. So people are really worried, and some people chose to skip the game because of that. Now, you guys won't like what I'm about to say, but I don't think Atlus cares because they've been doing better than they ever have. So at this point, what they're doing works. That's how the higher-ups must see this. They're like, hey, we're doing better than ever. Why change our ways? So I expect some sort of DLC, and I probably expect some sort of enhanced re-release as well. People have been saying, hey, Switch 2, if it comes to Switch 2, maybe try and make the royal version fit in there. I think this is what they're probably going to do. But hey, overall, we're going to speculate more about that in another video, as I said earlier. But for now, over 1 million copies sold. Stay tuned. If we have updated numbers, I will report on that for sure. It's going to be fun to compare to other huge success by Atlus, like an SMT5, like a Persona 5 Royal. 94 on Metacritic. Breaking records all over Steam and PC. That's crazy. So I hope you guys are enjoying your time with Metaphor. I know I am, and I'm about to, you know, just edit this video, make it ready to upload, and I am out, ready to play some more. It's been so good, and honestly, I've dropped everything else that I was playing, you guys. I was still making my way through Persona Q to review it for you guys. So my goal here on the channel is to review every Atlus game at some point, to have an in-depth review, and I'm making my way through my backlog doing that at the moment, and then I'll go back to games that I've played time and time again to review them for y'all. Persona Q is still happening, but for now I have no interest in playing a second of it. I am focused on Metaphor. I was also playing Emio, the Smiling Man. I might still play that here and there as well. You can play that at the same time as Metaphor. But other than that, everything else has to wait. I pre-ordered some games, Dragon Quest, the Like a Dragon pirate game, all of that has to wait. As long as I'm not done with Metaphor, I'm not touching anything else. So I'm enjoying it, you guys. But again, thank you so much for watching this quick video. I wanted to get my thoughts out there because all of that info is too good not to be shared. So I appreciate your support as always. Thank you very much, and you have a good day, y'all. Bye.